இனிதே தொடங்குவோம். In this video, I am going to talk about friend functions and friend class. So, we know very well about what is friend, what is friendship. So, always we need friend for sharing each others. Here also, the same concept applicable here also. Generally, the access specifiers is used to hide the data. We are using private and public and protected data access specifier for hiding the data. Okay. So, we know if it is private means we can access within a class. Public means we can access outside of the class. Protected means immediate base to derived class only they communicate. Okay. So, here if we are using the private key outside of the class also we can access. Generally, what is private key? We can access only within a class. If we are writing outside of the class also, we can access, we make it as a function as a friend. That's all. இப்போ friend அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக நம்ம அவங்கள கூப்பிட்டுக்கலாம், ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். That's all. The same concept இங்கே அப்ளை பண்ண போகிறோம். So, generally, they are using the keyword friend. Use accessor functions and class outside of the class if it's declared as a friend. So, this is a syntax of friend functions. This is a keyword. Return type, it may be anything. Then function name, then argument, then body of the loop. So, this is always we need. Life is better with our friends. So, we will see the example, then how the friend function will work. You see one program, how the private will work. Already we know how the private will work. So, here the class is created. Yeah. So, here the class is created. Header file asset is included. Then one class name is AAA. Then private we are declaring the data integer A. Here I am just writing one function input. We are going to get the values, that is input values A. Then main functions. So, class is over. Then main functions, here we are creating this object. Through the object we are going to connect the input functions, then return 0. So, just to compare the program, then what happened? So, the answer is, the error is 1. You see what? The error is, the input of is not accessible because we are declaring private. The input functions and the input method is declared as private in class AAA. Okay. But outside of the class, if we are calling the private functions, we can't access the data. So, this is the error. If make it as a public, definitely the answer will come because we can access outside of the class also. So, in the friend functions, if we are declaring this function as a friend, we can access the private function also. இதை நம்ம friend கொடுத்துட்டோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அப்ப கண்டிப்பா இந்த program work ஆகும். So, next we will see what is the use of friend, how it will work. You see now, as it is the same functions, we are going to make it as a friend functions. Okay. So, the same class name is created. We are declaring the values int A. Here only we are declaring the same functions we are declaring as a friend. So, this is a default keyword. Then return type is integer. Input functions. We are going to pass the class name. Okay. Here we have to use the arguments. So, what is the syntax for friend functions? So, this is default keyword. Then that is return type. Then function name. Here this arguments. Here we are going to pass argument as a class. Okay, class name. Then within a class, that is the class is over. Now we are writing the user defined function, that is called, we are going to elaborate the function int input AA. We can use the same class name. Here we can create the object. Through the object only we are going to communicate. Okay. So, here cout endl as it is, enter the input A. Then here we are going to get the input through the keyboard, that is object. In the class oda object dot in the private function connect பண்றோம் இல்லையா? இந்த கிளாஸ்ல உள்ள input நம்ம get பண்ண போறோம். எங்க இந்த யூசர் டேந்து get பண்ண போறோம். So object dot a. So object dot k கிடைச்ச பிறகு நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? Return keyword யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Because we are using the integer. Okay. Return object dot a. இப்போ என்ன நடக்கும்? Main functionல பாருங்க. So as it is class name, object is created. Okay, a1. இந்த a1 என்ற object நம்ம எங்க பாஸ் பண்ண போறோம்? Or that is functionல பாஸ் பண்ண போறோம். இந்த functionல it acts as a friend. So இந்த functionல நம்ம பாஸ் பண்ண போறோம். ஜெனரலா முன்னாடியெல்லாம் எப்படி கால் பண்ணுவோம்? a1 dot input of some arguments கொடுப்போம். So இங்க நம்ம friend functions யூஸ் பண்ணதுனால இங்க நம்ம இங்க என்ன ஆர்குமெண்டா கொடுத்திருக்கோம்? கிளாஸ் நேமே ஆர்குமெண்டா கொடுத்திருக்கோம். அப்ப கிளாஸ்ல உள்ள டேட்டாவையும் ஃபங்க்ஷனையும் என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம்? அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அக்சஸ் பண்ணிக்குது. So object that is a1 ஆப்ஜெக்ட் கிரியேட் பண்ணியாச்சு. So input of இந்த a1 பாஸ் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா a1ன்றது என்ன இருக்கு? ஆக்சுவலி இங்க நம்ம இங்க என்ன இன்புட் கொடுக்கிறோமோ அது இந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ல மேப் ஆகும். So அது வழியா உங்களுக்கு இன்புட் இங்கே கிடைக்கும். So இப்போ இன்புட் இங்க a1 அப்படின்னு கொடுத்தோம்னா கிளாஸ் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா that is இங்கே போகும், AAAக்கு போகும். அங்க என்ன ஆப்ஜெக்ட் கிரியேட் பண்ணிருக்கோமோ அங்க என்ன input கொடுக்கிறோமோ just map that input. So that's all. So we'll get the answers. Now just include one more statement. Here we need to print the result. Yes. So see out of the value of a is equal to So automatically input of a1 is will store here. Okay. So now again you can save a document, run the programs, then Alt R. When you giving the input, so Alt F5, you will get the answers. Okay. Again you just to trace the answer, F5. First the controller is main, then F7 object is that is class is created. Yes. So automatically where the cursor is now. So input of where the cursor is now. So if the cursor is seeing of input of a1, automatically it will call the functions. Yes. Again you can use F7. So we are giving the printf statement. Yes, we are getting the answer. So again I give F7 return object. So return object. That's all. So like that the friend functions, if we are declaring as a friend, we can access outside of the class also. That's all. Thank you.